You and them kids are paying for the crimes of your dad.
Hey, Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned in to my Empire recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet done so, and share this video wherever you like to share videos. And, you know, the rest, don't forget to give it that good old thumbs up and check out my other channel, which is Samore Love TV. So now, guys, I got some little shout outs to do. I see it was actually quite a few people that had commented on the last episode. So let's see what we gonna do. All right, so shout out to Beyond the Curves, Nakia Daniel. She said, I think Jamal is really gone. My thing is that I didn't really feel him this season. I'm kind of tired of hearing him sing everything and being the most talented in the family. Of course, they're going to play his character out. My thing is Lucious mama, like she's going to tell the family business. Is she going to mess up Empire, or is Boo Boo Kitty going to be the snitch? Okay, and then she wrote a little bit more, but I don't want to read the whole entire comment. Let's see. Who else? Let's go ahead and we're going to give a shout out to Aubrey Mack, who said, I don't think that Jamal's gone because think about it. Why would you kill off a star role knowing their ratings will go down if they ever think about killing him off now? Some may say he's overrated, but it's reality. He's a main person who makes the show along with Hakeem. And actually, yeah, Aubrey, I definitely think that you're right, because I was saying that too. Like, most of these people are watching this show because he's one of the main characters. He's one of the main singers. Like, this show has a lot to do with singing, unlike other shows like Power. This one is based off of singing. You know what I mean? So it would kind of be weird. Like, who's going to be that R&B guy? Right now, he's the go-to R&B guy. Nobody else is the R&B guy. You got the rapper, which is Hakeem, and then it's him. You know, so that would be kind of weird unless they had like a long lost brother to replace him, which I don't think they have. And this episode right here was a whole ton load of mess. Okay, it was messy. Let's go ahead and give one more shout out. Darn, my thing is acting up right now. They don't want us to give shout outs, y'all. They don't want us to do it. Okay, so Love and Hip Hop T, she said, or he or she said, I think they should have a scene with Lucious mom and Cookie so we can see how they interact. I think Hakeem and Tiana should be together, whereas Cookie's parents would love to see them. Okay, pretty interesting. Yeah, that actually is true. I mean, but it probably is gonna happen now. She probably gonna be the rebound chick. I would not be surprised, but we're gonna have to wait until the next season to find out. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get right into it. So Jamal, he was having a welcoming home party, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, is this a dream? I was like, please don't let them be freaking playing a game with my head right now, because I see that he's back. And he really was back. They had like the black and gold setup, big balloons, welcome back. And it was just a really nice scene for him. But you could tell that something was off with him. He just didn't really seem happy, regardless of the fact that you're alive. You could have been taken from us. You know, he's just sitting there and he's just faking smiles and just doesn't look like the jolly Jamal that we all know and love. So his thing is that when they're like, they mentioned that they want him to sing at the wedding, which was coming soon, he's just like, nah, that's not gonna be me. You want to find somebody else, because I ain't singing. And they're like trying to convince him. He's just like, no. They were like, Andre even got ordained so that he would be able to actually perform the ceremony. I'm like, they sure know how to save money, right? Now you don't gotta pay no minister no $500-600 for a couple hours to perform the ceremony. You can have your brother do it. Keep the money in the family. I mean, why not, right? So then Hakeem, like, he just pretty much was just like, you know, he didn't really push the subject too much, because I guess they could all see that Jamal was not his normal self. When his father was talking to him, he ends up asking about Freida, and he's just like, why would I know about the person who tried to shoot me? You know, and he's like, don't try to twist it around, because at the end of the day, she's the victim here. She's the one that had to go through the hurt and the pain, and she did what she did for a reason. So Lucious kind of left it alone because he knew that he was right. But it was funny because in the sidelines, the grandmother, she was saying little things here and there, and she pointed out that something about Lucious' father. And then she also said that they're paying for the sins or the crimes of his daddy. And they're like, but wasn't he a cop? We thought he was a good guy. But he kind of like shuts that whole conversation down and tells her in the back, like, I'm the only one that talks to my kids about my father. So don't even try to bring it up. He was really trying to intimidate his mama. His mama is really shaking up the table, honey. Like she is throwing a monkey wrench in this man's lies and anything that he tries to say. Like she is just putting it all out there. She is like here to destroy him on the low. Low key, she's ready to destroy him. But she ain't even start yet. And it looks like, because I was wondering like what happened when she was in front of all those reporters and stuff. What the heck happened? But it looks like Thirsty, the lawyer, he actually did something. Maybe he came and, you know, caught her or whatever before she actually started talking to all those reporters and saying who she really was. Anika, she comes in and tells Lucious that she was approached by the feds. They want her to snitch and she's not trying to do it. And they said that they're going to beef up security for her so that she won't, you know, get any subpoena or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, Rhonda rushes through the door. Oh, I thought I heard you. Yo, she just came in there like a firestorm. Whoosh. And she just starts like banging up the girl. She freaking tried to choke her up. And then she tried to punch her in a... No, matter of fact, she didn't try. She did punch her in her face. Nose started bleeding and everything. And everybody looking at Rhonda like, girl, what you doing? You beating up a pregnant woman? Like, it's making her look bad. Because who beats up somebody carrying a life? You know what I'm saying? But, she had a good reason to. And tables was turned. I probably would have did the same thing, to be honest. I don't think I would have felt much remorse. Because you doing something that I wish I was able to do. And you was the cause of me not being able to fulfill that. So, yeah. So, everybody's looking at her like, what are you doing? So, when they tear them apart and take her out of there, they asked Rhonda, like, what's going on? And she was like, well, she was like, I saw her wearing those Louboutins that, or the pretty much red bottoms, the flat red bottoms, the same ones that I saw when I was at the bottom of the staircase and I looked up as the person was walking away. And they're like, pearl clutching, bag holding Anika? That's what Cookie was saying. And then Lucious, he's fronting like, nah, she wouldn't do that. Come on, that sounds crazy. She would not. And when Rhonda tries to get some backing from her husband, she looks to him and she's like, tell them, Andre, tell them. He's just like, I'm so sorry for all this. You know, we are apologizing right now. And it's like, wait, what? She look at him like, are you freaking kidding me? You're the one who said you had these visions that somebody pushed me. You know, he had all these visions and everything else, which actually were right when she didn't believe him. And now that she wants him to actually say these things, he doesn't. So when they go outside and it's kind of calmed down a bit, he tells her they weren't going to believe us. You know? And she's just like, don't even touch me. Like, get off of me. She was like, I want you to... He's like, what do you want me to do? She's like, I want you to do or help me do what we did to Vernon. That's what I want. And I'm like, whoa. She's talking about some murder. She's talking about premeditated murder. This is a whole nother level. At least when they did what they did to Vernon, it was kind of like sort of an accident. But this is like for real, like you plotting and planning and you really want to execute this. Girl, that's a crime. Thank you very much. So yeah, he was just pretty much taking the whole passive role on this one. And then Lucious, he ends up going to the jail, to the penitentiary, to visit Miss Freida. And, you know, he had these puppy dog eyes and these crocodile tears literally coming down this man's face. And he tells her that he didn't do this. He's like, why would you try to do this to me? She's like, you know why. You know what you did. She was like, Carol told, why would you believe a crackhead? See, that's the thing about being a drug user or anything else, being addicted to something. Nobody, I mean, some people will take you seriously, like Freida did. But then there's others that can use that against you. And then when somebody thinks about it, they're like, that probably isn't the most credible source. Yeah, she might not have even been in her right mind at the time that she said it. So yeah, that probably kind of made her think. And she was like, well, you was only there for me because you pitied me. She was like, no, I was trying to save you. I'm just like, yo, this man is nothing but a fraud. He is a pure fraud. Like, everything about him, down to his name, is a fraud. So then he busted out with the you know, I need your help. And because he knows that she's pretty much the only person that can help him right now with Jamal. Because Jamal, he just wants to know that everything is okay with Freida. Because I think he felt like he betrayed her. And he was the reason why, or, you know, the whole family situation was the reason why she did what she did. Which is the truth, you know. At the end of the day, that's what happened. So he says, you know, he talks to her. And then he brings out this paper with lyrics. And he's like, oh, can you do this for me? Do this for Jamal? And then he busts out with the freaking, yo, this man got some connections. Because I don't know any penitentiary that you could do this. But, I mean, I don't know too much about them. But when I watch TV and I see the penitentiaries and the jails, I've never seen them being able to even bring in this much, like, devices and all these things. He had, like, a phone and another phone that records. One of them had beats on it. He gave her the cord. Like, can't the cord be deemed as a weapon? I'm like, you know, he had, like, the speakers and the headphones. I'm just like, okay, connections. So yeah, she just starts spitting on the verse. Well, spitting on the verse. Yo, I'm over here getting into character thinking I'm some freaking rapper or something. No, I'm in the hip hop game. So she starts spitting the lyrics, right? That's how you say it? She starts spitting the lyrics. And yo, I love this girl. Like, I want to hear her on the radio. There's something about her voice. Like, it's just different. Kind of like how you have like a Dej Low for whatever, like, you know, her voice is just like real, like, prominent, and it's just, I love it. It's something about it that just grabs my freaking attention and makes me actually want to listen to what she's saying, you know. So anyways, she does that. She records her song, and then Lucious, the next day, or maybe the same day, I don't know, he goes over to Jamal's house and he ends up bringing him the disc with the music on it. And when he listens to it, he hears that same rap, and he's just like, it got him back in the zone. All of a sudden, he turns off the music, and it was funny because it had the fire, and it was fire. So then he starts like just singing, and it's flowing, and then he's putting together some music to put together with it and just make like a whole symphony. Like, he was just, his wheels were starting to spin again. Like, he was coming back. It was back to being Jamal, and that was, you know, it's crazy how music can definitely save people. Like, I was watching the Kardashians the other day, I know, and it was funny because they had said that Kanye used to sing to damn, what's that? Oh, his name's on the tip of my tongue. To Chloe's ex-husband, Lamar, and that's kind of what it seemed like brought him back. So music can be like amazing. It can be medicine. It can help when you're pregnant. You can put the headphones on your stomach. Like, there's all kinds of things that music can do for the brain, for the mind, the body, and the soul. So, you know, if you're feeling some type of way, put on some music. Good vibes, but none of that rap stuff, okay? If you feeling some type of way, you feeling sad, don't put on some rap music talking about shoot 'em up, nothing, okay? Put on some jazz or some binaural beats or something like that. That's gonna calm you down and relax you. All right. So Laura and Hakeem, they're about to get married, okay? And they have this like mega super the last supper kind of dinner. It was like her family, well, her father and mother was there, and all of Hakeem's family was there. And let me tell you something, I didn't see one part of the table. Like, it was filled with food. I'm like, how can these people even eat all this food? What you gonna do with the rest of this food? You gonna throw it away after that? You better go out there and give it to some homeless people, because y'all cannot eat all of that. So yeah, they have food. It was just looking so fancy, so scrumptious. Like, you know, it was just like amazing. They got their little wine there. But her father brings up that this gangster dude he heard was invited to the wedding, and he's like, he doesn't really feel comfortable with that. And Hakeem tries to reassure the situation, like, you know, my family know what they're doing, and blah 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 and blah blah. So it looks like they allowed it, they pushed it over, and Laura, she's just down with it. She's ready to get married to him. Lucious and Cookie, they were having a boardroom meeting, and when they had the boardroom meeting, all of a sudden one of the guards, he came and was like, oh, it's an emergency. So they rushed out, and they come to find this woman there on the ledge, Anika, ready to kill off herself. And it's like, for what? So she's like, oh, I don't want to have to testify against Lucious. And I'm like, girl, is this the hormones talking? Like, I guess because she's carrying their kid, you know, she wants to show how devoted she is. I don't know, but out of all reasons to kill yourself, girl. So, yeah, she's out there, and luckily, Cookie was able to talk her off the ledge, and it's just like, you know, you're never going to be alone again. I know the feeling, and it's not just you. It's also my grandbaby that's inside of you, so you need to come back. And she was like, you've always wanted to be a lion, so you're getting what you want right now, so just come back. So she comes off the ledge. Everybody has a sigh of relief. Jamal, he was having his band, or some orchestra folks, a choir. They were singing. You know, he's really back in his zone now. He also has his boy, Devon, that gangster dude that he needs to get away from. He was there with him and just kind of like helping him out or whatever. But he actually for once showed that he cared in front of other people. So I'm like, this Devon dude, I think he might be coming out soon. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like it, because Jamal had almost fallen over when he was talking to them and giving them some direction. He was about to sing and everything. He was like, you know, feeling a little weak from the shooting, and he rushed to his side like, are you okay? He's like, come on, man, come on. He's like, nah, everybody gotta go. And he's like, don't listen to him. Keep going. They're like, dude, what are you doing? You trying to take over my session? I don't know. Like, I just feel like this dude is trouble. I mean, regardless of him about to come out or not, he's still, from what we've seen, he's still a user and manipulator, and he might still be that way regardless of if he's officially with him or not. He takes young boys, like his father said, young people, and, you know, young rich guys, and just kind of manipulates them. So it's the big day, and Andre, he was talking to Grandma Lyon and asked her what she meant when she was saying how they're paying for the crimes of the father, and she kind of put it out there that he did die, yes, but I don't know if she actually said it, because they showed us a flashback of like how things was going down and how he got shot by some other man while Lucious was there watching. Yo, Lucious went through a whole bunch of trauma, boy. He's seen a lot of people go through a lot of stuff as a young child. It's crazy. Probably why he act the way he do. So anyways, yeah, she told him part of the story, but then Lucious comes in and is like, you know, on some creep flow, and they're just like, oh, we're good. She was just telling us how handsome we looked, and then they all part ways. That Shine guy that I was talking about, he's, like I said, he's a big time rapper, gangster. They just pretty much have him. They're trying to keep your enemies closer type of things, because they know that he knows something that could bring them all down. So they're trying to give him what he wants to make sure that he complies with them. So he comes to the wedding acting all like he was already drunk off of something, with his little hoes, his girls. They all with him with some little tight top dress in them. And I'm like, why the hell would you come here with girls looking like that? Like, this is supposed to be a classy event. This is a wedding. You don't act like that. Like, you're not at the club, bruh. What are you doing? And so he has that. And then following that situation, this woman, she runs up on Anika and hands her up, like literally like puts a paper in her hand, say you've been served, and runs out of there. I'm like, where did he do this at? Like, is that even legal? I guess once you accept it, because she made sure like she held it in her hand, and then she started running. And this stupid fool Shine, when the guards are trying to run after the girl who put the thing in her hand, they freaking Shine, he hits one of the guards. I'm like, is he down with them? Like, is he down with the feds? Was he like part of this whole plot? What? I don't get that part. Like, I kind of feel like he was down with the feds, because it's like he was literally stopping them from getting the girl that put the paper, the court order in Anika's hand. And that just felt like real funny to me. Like, I don't know. And did I rewind that part? I don't think I rewinded it, but I was just like, this don't seem right. And then like he was literally like acting crazy, going on, and they was grabbing him up, like, you know, to escort him out. And some of the other executives, they was just like, this is why we don't have you come to places. This is why we just try to keep you at bay, because you act like this. And you know, kind of embarrassing him. So I'm like, I think this was a bad plan, Cookie and Lucious. Yeah, you didn't do too good with this one. I think this was mainly Cookie's plan, though. This was an epic fail. So as this is going down, it's Laura's time to walk down the aisle. So she comes to the door and sees nothing but chaos on what is supposed to be her special day, while she's looking extra glamorous. You know, that dress was amazing. It just looked like it was set for a queen. It was supposed to be in like on a royal princess or something. It just was gorgeous and very elegant. Her hairstyle, her makeup, all of it was flawless and gorgeous. And it was just ruined without her even doing any, like, just opening the doors. It was an epic fail. And she was just like, she just started shaking her head and crying. Hakeem tries to come up to her and just kind of calm her down, like, I got everything under control. It was just an argument that went down. And she was like, no, I can't do this. This cannot be my life. I can't. It ends today. I'm done with this. And her father's just like, dogs, you know, you garbage people. I knew I should let my freaking daughter marry you. You know, it just takes her dress, her train, and they storm out of there. So he's jilted at, what is that called? Jilted at the altar, right? I think that's how y'all call it. She was the runaway bride. She was out of there. She was like, I am not getting trapped into this crazy ass family. And then after she gets served and everything, Anika, they all are like congregating and talking. And Lucious comes up with an epic, amazing, blow your mind idea. He's like, you know what? If I marry her, she can't testify against me. Cookie's like, wait, hold on. You know, because just like an hour before the wedding, he was professing his love to her. She said she would think about it. And now he about to get married to the woman he was originally supposed to get married to, but then cheated on that girl with her. So that's the reason why they didn't end up getting married. But now he's going back to her, although she has his son's child in her stomach. It's just a twisted, nasty, grotesque mess. And we are living for the drama, aren't we? It was just ridiculous. I was just like, wait, that's gonna be your daddy or your, whatever you want to say, your stepdaddy, and that's gonna be your grandfather. How the heck does that go? That's gross. But you know, Anika, she's here for it. She's like, I'll do whatever you want. There's no prenup out right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this right now. I'm up in there like swimwear. Yes. She's getting everything she ever wanted. And she's like, yeah, so, and we already know that Andre's the minister, so they all go up to the altar and they perform the ceremony with a small little crowd of witnesses. No one looks really happy. They all look like they're grossed out, disgusted. Hakeem looks like he's like, just out of it. He's not even really there. His body is physically there, but his mind is like somewhere else right now. Jamal is just like, this is crazy. This is absurd. Like, he's not with it. He's not down with none of this foolishness at all. And they get married. It's official now. And Cookie, when she couldn't even be there for the wedding. As soon as he made this plan up, she was like, I love y'all and I'm ready to do anything. But this is on a whole nother level. Like, I can't do this. She just stormed out of there. She couldn't handle this. Like, you could see her crying. You could see the pain, the hurt in her eyes. It's like, damn, he hurt her again. Just when it seemed like he was changing, like he wasn't going to hurt her anymore. I mean, that's why you can't trust certain people. I mean, fool me, how does the thing go? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I'm just a damn fool. I mean, what am I doing? That's just how it goes. Following that same Fed guy that was talking to Carol, I forgot his name, he comes up to see Lucious, and he's like, how's the wedding and everything? How's your little hip-hop wedding? And I don't even think he knows what just went down, like the reality, because it was just like a small group of people that was there when it all went really down. So out from behind the scenes, the Mama Lyon comes up, and she's like, Dwight, what is your half-brother doing here? And Dwight, Lucious, he looks at him like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Okay, Ashton, you can come out now. This is not funny. I don't want to be pranked right now. But nah, it's real. It looks like, so they showed a flashback again, and it looks like, from what I was seeing, his father ended up sleeping with another woman. His father got the other woman pregnant, and then this was the other woman's man, I suppose. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, first I was like, wait, is that his lover? This guy? It was his dad gay and then he shot him? Because I played the thing back over like 3-4 times. First I was like, wait, his father was gay on the low and he had a kid with somebody else, and because he was saying our son, and then he's like, no, that's not our son, that's your son. I was just like, wait, what? It was just like, I was trying, y'all. Like I said, I rewound it like 3-4 times to try to make sure I got it right. So if y'all know, really, I think I got it. I think that his father probably cheated with somebody else, had a kid, and this guy was probably the woman's husband or something, and ended up shooting him, and he was a cop. I'm thinking that that's the way it went, but I'm not really sure. So if y'all really got it, let me know down below. Okay. And yeah, from that, the guy, he was just like, yeah, you didn't know? He was like, yeah, it seems like our father was a good cop but a bad man. It seemed like we both got a little something from him. So yeah, it's crazy how that worked out. Like, he's the good guy, FBI, and then the other one is the bad guy, which is Lucious. It's kind of, I like the way they played with the words with that one. Finally, at the end of all this drama, Anika is on the balcony getting some air. Oh, but I forgot to tell you a vital part. While they was walking down the aisle after they got married, Anika and Lucious, they walking down hand in hand. She thought he was going to kiss on her lips. He punked her. He kissed her right there on the cheek like, girl, you ain't my real wife. Don't get it twisted, honey. She was puckering up too, ready for that kiss. They walking down the aisles. And he says, I know you pushed her. she was just like, excuse me. You know, she didn't even deny it. She didn't say yes, no, anything. She just hurried up and got away from him so she can go and get some air. Because it's like, wow, like I thought that they actually believed me. But no, they didn't. They just didn't want to make a scene and have you go into jail while you're pregnant with their grandchild. So she's out there getting some air on the ledge, on the balcony. And all of a sudden, and this girl she was a devil in a red dress. All of a sudden, somebody comes out in black, and guess who it is? It's Rhonda. Rhonda was ready to play that same game that she played, but Rhonda was ready to do it even better and make sure that woman was killed. She was ready to make sure she was dead. So she's like trying to push her over the balcony, but hold up, Anika was kind of strong too. For somebody that was pregnant, this girl was fighting back. And she admitted to doing what she did, because she was like, oh, you wanted to have the only baby in the Lyon family, the only heir to the Lyon throne or whatever. And she was like, yes, I did. And then she starts fighting back. Then they fighting, trying to push each other over. And then Andre comes and they kind of like have it on him. The camera's on him. So we don't know. This is pretty much the cliffhanger. Y'all know how they do with the cliffhangers. We don't know what happened. We don't know if Anika pushed Rhonda over, because he screamed. He was just like, no. So something bad happened. But I'm not sure if Rhonda got pushed over, because that could be a reaction if Rhonda got pushed over. We don't know if Rhonda pushed her over, because that could be a reaction if Rhonda pushed her over, because he's like, damn, what are we gonna do now? Now we need to cover this up, but she's gonna be on the floor, on the concrete, so everybody's gonna see her and they're gonna know it came from up here. So how are we gonna hide that now, unless we say that she jumped again? So, but then Rhonda's in all black, so she's gonna have to find a way to get out of there, you know? So that's another scenario. But the third scenario is maybe both of them got pushed over. Now that would be crazy, but I don't know, because Rhonda, they're both like pretty big characters, so I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Ah, this is crazy. Oh, cliffhangers. They always, now we gotta wait months to see what happened. Shaking my head. Alright guys, thanks for rocking with me throughout this whole entire season. This was a season finale, so we gotta wait for it to come back on, but Power will be coming on soon, I believe in July, so we got a little wait for that, but I'm gonna have my Wednesdays free for a little bit, so that's pretty cool. You know, it's been great rocking with y'all. I will see y'all back. Make sure you have subscribed so you know when I do some new uploads, and also click on that little notification bell so you know whenever I have a new upload that comes out. It's usually in the mornings though. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.